I grew up just loving the outdoors, always had a deep love for the environment, but I was skeptical of climate change. I thought about climate change as an anti-conservative issue. I had always had some inclination towards government, politics. When I was 10 years old, I asked my parents if I could go down to the local Republican Party office to help out. And they were like, sure. I mean, that's a little bit of a strange ask from a 10-year-old, but yeah, I'll take you. I just remember being so excited about the process and that like I as an individual could make a difference. At that age, I, learned how to fish and hike and enjoy the outdoors. Every Friday night in the summer, we would drive up to northern Wisconsin. And one of the coolest things was it was one of the only places in the country that had bald eagles, which is such an important emblem of our country. To be able to see that just massive bird soaring across this lake and knowing that it was endangered, but it was protected here, it was just awesome. Then when I was 14, I was around politically active people who took me under their wing, and I looked up to them a lot, and I still am very thankful for the roles that they played in my life. And at that time, I remember having dinner with my sisters, and we were talking about climate change, and I was just so adamant about climate change being a hoax. My sister was just like, it's not. She kind of laid into me, and I remember just storming off from that conversation, just thinking, oh, she's so wrong. Looking back on it now, I was so swayed on climate change by the people that I was around rather than the actual science or the actual facts. Throughout the next kind of year or two, I thought about what can I do as a political activist and someone who deeply cares about the environment to help depoliticize the conversation to the point where conservatives are engaged. And now I run an environmental nonprofit, the American Conservation Coalition, and it's helped push the Republican Party to embrace climate change. Conservatives have to know that other conservatives care about this issue, and that you can solve it within conservative values. This is not about Republican or Democrat, conservative or liberal. This is an issue that will take a diversity of viewpoints, and if you don't have both sides of the table, climate change will never be solved. But we can actually make a difference on this issue. The bald eagle is an incredible example. We have seen the transformation of having a bald eagle be one of the most rare sights ever to having it be completely taken off any endangered species list or even threatened list. We all know that we share this environment together. We all know that our voice unified on a common ground issue is powerful. That is what's going to shift the pendulum to climate action. More people reaching out and doing whatever they can to raise their voice.